And I'd like to start by thanking our sponsor Mattel, who partnered with us in the making of this video. Hey YouTube, Shuki here with a really awesome new product from Mattel, and I want to start off by thanking the folks at Mattel for sending this my way and making this video possible. So what is this? This is BattleClaw, and BattleClaw is a brand new franchise with an animated series brought to you by Wujiang and product brought to you by Mattel once again. So BattleClaw is a Chinese property, and it's a full-fledged animated series and product line that has a huge balanced game involved with it as well, which is really cool. You know me, I play a lot of card games and board games. I love me games, and this is a really cool one to definitely check out. So enter the BattleClaw arena. Let's go ahead and do just that. So we'll open up this very nice product packaging. I do love this a ton. And if we open that up, we get a really cool look at some of the artwork of these beasts. Go to BattleClaw.com, of course, to check out more about this game, more about the product, and everything about this franchise. Up on top, we have Capture, Build, Fight, which is the essence of BattleClaw. Is you capture the Jinlin, the little creatures here, and then you build up their beasts for the cards, which are right here, which we'll take a look at individually later on, and then you fight with them. The goal of the game is to defeat your opponent's beasts. So, pretty simple. Right here is actually this really cool thing. It is a little USB drive that I can't seem to unlock. It's a flippy flip. Right here, it's a little USB drive, and this has demos of the game, how to play it, and all that stuff. So, very, very nice little thing. I like this a lot. So, the essence of the game is you take these BattleClaws, and there's a lot in this box, and we'll take a look at the different types of BattleClaws later on in this video. You take the BattleClaw, and once you unwind it, you fling it at a stack of these little Jinlin creatures. And they are really cool. I like these a ton. So, each player brings Jinlin to the table, you put them in the middle in a shared stack, you fire the BattleClaw, and you try to capture these Jinlin. And you have to capture the right elements to coincide with the elements of the beast you are trying to build. So in this case, you have the green and blue, so you have to get the matching colors in order to summon them. So really, really cool. It's very simple. There's two modes of play. There's a battle mode, which is a simpler, quicker style of play, and then there's an advanced game which introduces a whole array of different cards to the table, including action cards and power-up cards to help strengthen your creatures. So really cool. We have these awesome foil stickers cards right here, really neat, and we have a couple more on the other side. And once we're done unboxing, I will go ahead and take a nice close look at these, because there's some artwork on here that definitely needs to be appreciated. So this is an example of the beast cards right there. This is another example of one of the different types of BattleClaws. So you start off in this mode right here where it's nice and opened. You keep this on your hand just like so, and then you fire it just like that. And you will slowly pull it backwards, and hopefully you capture some Jinlin in your claw in order to build your beasts. So there is that, and inside here we have yet another one of the claws. And again, we'll take a closer look at the different types of claws later on. These are examples of Powerup Tokens that you can acquire throughout the game to strengthen your beasts in battle. So we have some of those. And of course you have the little Jinlins themselves. So this is an example of the ape Jinlin, and there's multiple different kinds. And we will take a look at all of them momentarily. And this is an example of different types of the Jinlin. So there's two ape ones right here, but of different elements. So you have to make sure you get the matching elements. And like I said, we'll take a closer look at those momentarily. But if we go ahead and set that aside, we are greeted to a whole other layer of BattleClaw goodness. Now they sent a huge stack of cards my way, and this is going to be some more beast cards and examples of the action and power-up cards that I want to take a look at. And here are the other two types of BattleClaws. There are 5 in total. So here are those. And of course, we have a whole slew of Jinlin down at the bottom of this box to have and to hold. And this is a cool example of a duo type, which have good effects in the advanced style of game. And here's just a quick look at the Wujiang chart, or the chart of different elements. So now that we have a nice look at this very beautiful presentation, again, huge thanks to Mattel for sponsoring this video and sending this my way. Very, very impressed with this entire presentation in general. So let's take a closer look at the types of cards, the types of Jinlin, and the types of BattleClaws. And once again, I would like to say we partnered with our sponsor Mattel to create this video. So on to the items. Alright, next we're going to take a look at the BattleClaws associated with BattleClaw. So let's start with this one. This one's actually my favorite of the bunch, and this is the Dark Flame BattleClaw. And this one is good for multi-Jinlin grabs. As you can see when I open it up, it has quite a big range of catch. There's nothing getting in the way or anything like that since it raises upward. So if you aim this right, you can get a whole bunch of them in the middle there, clamp down, and then drag them all in. So it's very much suited for multi-grabs in that regard. Plus, it looks really cool. I like this one a lot. Next up is the White Frost BattleClaw, which is also really good for multi-grabs, but this one takes a little bit more of a skill-based multi-grab. As you can see, the layout for this is huge. There's tons of room in there. And then it closes, and there's still plenty of room, but there is a little slit here, so they could slide out. So it takes a little bit of skill in order to maneuver and control this BattleClaw once you capture the Jinlins. Next up is the Flaming Sun BattleClaw, and that is this one right here. And as you could probably guess, this one is very good for precise grabs. It opens up, it does have quite a large area of capture, but it does close very small. There are a lot of slits for Jinlin to fall out, but it is very much suited for a precise 1 to 2 Jinlin grab. So if you're a player who doesn't really want to mess around, they're looking for specific Jinlin to summon their creatures, then by all means try out this one and aim your best throw and see what you can get. So very cool for that. Next up is the Balanced BattleClaw, which is the Thunder BattleClaw. And this one's really neat. It's more of just a simple, balanced style of gameplay. It's got a very wide capture radius, closes, it does have slits for fallout, but it's not one that is designed for huge multi-grabs. It's not one that's skill-based or technical-based or anything like that. It's just a nice, simple claw that gets the job done. And last but not least is the Tornado BattleClaw, which not only looks really cool, has a really neat function that the other ones don't particularly have. And that is these little prongs right here, because this one is made for extra grabs, and that means when you go ahead and try to capture, this one doesn't have as big of a radius as some of the other ones, but it is still quite large. So when you go to grab, if you had went past some Jinlin, you could pull it past and they can actually get hooked on these little prongs back here, and you can bring them inward. And that does count when you're grabbing Jinlins. As long as it is captured by the claw and not a piece of the actual gauntlet part, then you are good to go. So it takes a little bit of skill, but it's a nice little feature of this claw that most of the other ones don't really have. So really neat. And so those are the currently available BattleClaws, and I'm sure they will make more on the horizon. But for now, this is your lineup, so take the BattleClaw that fits your playstyle and give it a whirl. Alright, so now I have to take a look at the Jinlins themselves, the little creatures that you are going to be using to create your mighty beasts and attack your opponents with them. So, there are 7 different types of Jinlins. There is snake, ape, rhino, squid, scorpion, spider, and dragon, respectively. So with these 7 creatures, you'll be able to combine them and create multiple different beasts, depending on which beasts you decide to play. So, for instance, this is a squid and scorpion combo right here. Scorpion and spider, a dragon and an ape and a scorpion, an ape and an ape, double the ape, and a spider and a rhino, for instance. And there is a multitude. There's 60 different beast cards in this game right now for you to collect and use in the game. So, very cool. And you'll also notice that these are different colors. And each of these colors represents one of the 5 elements of the Wujiang. Red over here represents fire. Yellow represents earth. White represents metal. Blue represents water. And green represents wood. So those are the 5 different types right there. Now there are a couple other different types of Jinlin that you might encounter while collecting the game. And that would be creatures like these. So these are Jinlins that are 2 elements of the Wujiang together. And what's cool about these is that they can actually be different types. So for example, if you were trying to attack with the 8-leg Doom Brute, you need an element of metal and an element of fire in order to attack with it. So if you were to capture this guy, you could either use it on this side to pay for the creature of metal, or this side to pay for the element of fire. So very, very simple and very durable. So if you have multiple of the different like duo element Jinlins, then it might be worthwhile to bring them to the battle, because you can use all the different kinds together and create your strategies. So definitely really cool. There's also another type out there, and that's these ones right here. And these are basically wild cards. These clear purple sort of colored Jinlins can act as any element during the building of your beasts in this game. So if you have these, definitely bring them to your game. Of course, you have to remember that your opponent can snatch these up as well, so you have to aim carefully and make sure you get them before they do. So now it's time to take a look at my favorite component of BattleClaw, the cards. And Mattel was super kind in this box, and again, huge thanks to them for sponsoring this video. They gave me a full set of the first series of BattleClaw, and that includes 60 different beasts that you can create using the Jinlins. And like that's a lot to pick from. And there's a wide variety of them too. Like for instance, here we have Spider Rhino, Squid Dragon, Squid Rhino. And so not only do you have all these different types of beasts to make, but each one has different elements as well, and no 2 beasts are the exact same combination and exact same element pattern. It is worth noting, however, that for stuff like this, Scorpion Snake, you don't actually need a Scorpion and Snake Jinlin to summon this. All you need is one of the Earth variety and one of the Fire variety. It doesn't matter what type they are. That's more or less just for the lore of the game. So as we just keep going through these, like, they're really cool, and each one has different perks. For instance, down here, this is their attack power, and this is their defense power. So basically, the goal of the game is to have your attack be equal to or greater than the opponent's defense power in order to win. There's also different bonuses on here. Unfortunately, this one is a +0, so not the best option. There we go. For this, for instance, on this one, you have a metal +20. So if this creature is attacking a creature that is part metal, it'll get a +20 attack bonus. Also known as the Wujiang Bonus. And that's something to keep in mind when you're trying to figure out what to attack and what to attack with. They also all have these different features on them that you will get into as you explore into the advanced battle mode, which is a little bit different. The main battle mode of this, the basic battle mode, consists of 3 different beasts of your choosing, and then everyone brings 3 Jinlin to the table, 3 Powerup Tokens, and 1 BattleClaw, and you will go from there. Of course, make sure you bring 3 Jinlin. That will help you build your beasts. Otherwise, you won't get too far in this game. So, really cool. But as we go through these real quick, again, there are 60 of them in the first series for you to collect throughout the various products and card packs that you can buy for this game. So really cool. There's a lot of options. Like I said, not a single one is of the same mixture of creatures and elements. But in the advanced battle mode, you also have action cards. And action cards are these purple-based cards that are all going to do different things for your game. For instance, in Fusion Build, it is a card in which you play before you launch your BattleClaw, which is play before you grab. And then you follow the instructions on the card. So if you grab Earth Jinlin, then you can shoot again. If you then grab a Metal Jinlin, draw a card. So a pretty substantial card, in my opinion. And of course, there are different types. These are play before you grabs, play after you grab, play when you attack, play during your turn, play after you attack, and so on and so forth. So they'll all do different things. Obviously, the ones that have to do with attack will all be buffs for your attack or defense. And the grabs will all be bonuses as you're trying to grab. You can do blind grabs where you have to close your eyes, and then these cards will give you certain perks. So it really adds a nice element of surprise to this game in the advanced battle mode. And also in the advanced battle mode, you have item cards, or power-up cards as they're known in BattleClaw. And these will attach to specific monsters of your choosing, and they will power them up in certain ways. So in this case, spend any fire-type Jinlin, and you can untap any beast. So then it's ready to attack again. And whenever you play a action card in which a grab is involved, you can add a +10 token to this beast. And like I said earlier in the video, those are these little +10 tokens that you can place on the cards of the beasts to help strengthen them in battle as well. So these will all do different things, and like I said, it attaches to any beast. There are certain ones that have to be attached to certain beasts. So this one attaches to dragon. So your beast has to have a dragon in it in order for this card to be attached to. This one's attached to spider. So there'll be different ones throughout there. So for the advanced battle mode, there's a little bit different of a strategy going on with these action cards and power-up cards. So instead of bringing 3 beasts to the table, and that's 8, you're now bringing 9 beasts to the table. And then you also want to bring 4 action cards and 4 power-up cards. And of course, no matter what type you play, you're going to need these boundary cards. Every player is going to have to bring 1 boundary card to the table to figure out where the boundary is for when you're pulling the Jinlin back. Once they cross this line, then they're yours to keep. If they fall out before they cross the line, they have to get put back in the center of the playing field. There's a bunch of different types of boundary cards. They don't do anything different whatsoever, but on the back, you do have 3 different large pictures that you can create with the 9 different boundary card variations. So that's really cool. If you have a 9-page card holder, you can slide them in, make the picture, make for a pretty cool display at the very least. So in the advanced battle, you're going to have a 16-card deck, and instead of bringing 3 Jinlin to the table, you're going to bring 1 Jinlin of every element. So you're going to need at least 1 of each element, just like so. And then you also have 2 additional Jinlin. So you could bring your special little wild ones, and then you can also bring a duo Jinlin that'll help you in any situation like that. Or if you're lucky enough to have them, go ahead and bring 2 wild ones. It'll definitely help during the game. But one thing to keep in mind is that you can't have more than 2 of the same creatures. So right now we already have 2 squid and 2 apes. We can't have any more apes or any more squids in our pool of Jinlins. So keep that in mind if you're playing the advanced mode. If you're interested in BattleClaw, check out BattleClaw's YouTube page or their website at play.battleclaw.com. Both sources are going to have a plethora of information, including rule books, card lists, information about the Jinlin, information about the Wujiang elements, and all sorts of fun stuff. And of course, very nice tutorials on how to play both the battle mode and advanced battle mode so that you can get your BattleClaw on and start enjoying this game. On top of that, at the beginning of the video, I mentioned an animated series from Wujiang, and that is also available on the BattleClaw YouTube page or at play.battleclaw.com. Season 1 is currently ongoing at the time of this recording. There's 24 episodes available for you to watch and more on the horizon for Season 1 and future seasons of the series. In the BattleClaw animated series, BattleClaw is the most popular head-to-head beast fighting sport in the world, and harnessing the power of the Wujiang, Tai, the main character, and the rest of his BattleClaw fighters, including Shanshan, Doopy, Howlon, and their little buddy Joju, capture Jinlins using their BattleClaw gauntlets and combine them to create mighty beasts that battle one another. So a very cool concept that I definitely enjoy quite a bit, and I've been watching some of the episodes, and it's super fun, and I definitely urge everybody to check that out. New episodes are uploaded every week, and just like this game, it keeps things fresh. You can watch a new episode every week, and as I've been going on about in this video, it's a very fresh concept, and it's a very revitalizing concept that continuously evolves and changes. You have all these different types of Jinlin, and you have over 60 different beasts that you can create, so no two battles are quite the same, especially in the advanced battle mode. And if you're willing to change up your playstyle a bit, you can learn new things every week, and deck building becomes very much an art because it is so condensed. There is only 16 cards in your deck between the 9 monsters, 4 actions, and 4 power-ups, so you really have to think about what you want to do in order to try to achieve that victory. But of course, if you don't want to play the advanced mode, there is still the battle mode, so everything is very fresh, and it's as fun or basic or easy as you want it to be. And that's what really makes this game very much refreshing. So once again, huge thanks to Mattel for sponsoring this video, making this possible, and letting me introduce you all to the incredible world of BattleClaw. So that about does it. So be sure to let me know what you think of BattleClaw in the comments down below, and just out of curiosity, let me know what your favorite of the 7 Jinlin are. Kind of curious to see which one wins out. As always, thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.